Both team captains are meeting at the center of the field. The handshakes go all around. And, folks, the 2019 season just about underway here. And I'm going to a game tomorrow night.
I think I am too.
You get the fever.
That's
you
right.
get in this atmosphere, you get a fever of wanting to see more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Both of these fine schools have quite a gathering here tonight of fans on both sides.
It is tails. Milan, you won the toss. You won it defer, right? So Milan has won the toss. They will defer.
Milan has won the toss and has deferred. Peabody will take the football, and we're going to get started.
We are.
That's an interesting call to defer.
Dan, I think a lot of coaches would rather defer. They'd rather take the ball coming out of halftime.
Yeah.
You can, if you're trailing, then it gives you an opportunity to get yourself back in the football game quickly. If you're ahead, it gives you an opportunity to extend the lead and tack it on.
So, you're going to hear a roar, two roars in just a bit when these teams start onto the sidelines and the 2019 football season is underway. Terry, it's going to be a pleasure to do this year. We're back here next Friday night. Sheffield comes calling here at Peabody. You can watch and hear that game on WNWS.com.
Your golden tide tonight. Wide receiver, DeMarcus Key.
And then they're going to give the
Sheldon Hopkins.
starting lineup
Guard, Connor Gatlin.
before we get started. So looks like we're going to be a few more minutes.
Yeah, we've still got people coming in and vehicles coming in. This is going to be fun.
Still coming in. There's places to park, and there's a seat or two you'll find around here. I hope that it's just going to continue. It's going to build up these two teams.
I don't think there's any doubt that it's going to. Dan, one thing that I noticed when I was walking around down on the field in pregame, one edge that I might give Milan might be in the kicking game. Sullivan Burke, I was watching him in his place kicks. He was good from anywhere from 40 to 45. The Trenton kicker that I saw kick was Isaiah Hicks, number 19. He was good 35 to 40. So it may come down to that. You never know. These two good teams, it could come down to that, and that could give Milan a little bit of an advantage.
Let's see what happens. The officials disperse onto the field. Only thing we lack, 22 players on the field.
22 players, that's right.
There comes the Bulldogs. You hear the roar from across the way. They're dressed in the white and the purple with purple helmets. A long, storied, successful program. Here comes the Golden Tide of Trenton Peabody, dressed in the black with the gold numerals and the black helmets. It's kind of this way. Almost every student, male student at Trenton Peabody is playing football.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
That is so good. Gibson County has been the bed of so much good football through the years. You think back to the Jack Kane program at Humboldt, the Tucker program at Milan, the Kilser program here at Trenton Peabody, and I'm impressed with Coach Shane Jacobs.
Shane has
Such
done
a class act.
He has done a great job since he has been here, and it's only going to get better as long as he stays here.
Back deep for Peabody is Dixon and Halbrook. Halbrook wears number 7. Milan's putting the tee down on the field at the 40-yard line. 12 minutes on the clock. Kicking off for Milan is number 7. That's Sullivan Burke. He is a 5'11", 170-pound senior. They count the heads and they're ready to play. Number 7 is Halbrook. Number 4 is Dixon. Both can fly. Official hands the ball to Burke. We're ready to play football. How many of the 22 are nervous right now?
I would say probably 22 of them. They'll be fine after this first play, though.
All they got to do is hit somebody
That's
one
it.
time.
One time.
All the butterflies go away, don't they?
They do.
Stepping it off is Burke. 12 minutes on the clock. Halbrook on this side. This football season is underway. A short end-over-end kick taken by one of the upbacks at the 30. Makes it up to the 33-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Trenton Peabody. See where they finally put the ball down. They put it down at the 34-yard line. 1st down 10.
Then that was Ganaway on the return right there. Ganaway, one of the upbacks.
Trenton Peabody will come out of the shotgun. They'll have one running back, and they'll spread them out every play. Dixon, the running back. They spread out wide, right and left. Now whistles on the play.
They're sending Tristan Cook, number 5, out of the ball game for something.
Equipment, I would imagine.
Yep.
Now they're switching around. Slot to the left side. Now the official again. And now they're sending number 1 out.
They're sending Hammonds out.
And here comes number 21 in. Bailey.
Dan, one thing that I noticed, and this may not be it, but both of those players had one sock up and one sock down.
There's a snap and a handoff goes to Dixon, and he grinds forward for about 5 yards up to the 38-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 38-yard line. 11:40 remaining in the first quarter of play, and the 2019 football season underway.
Just a good lead play right off the left guard in the guard tackle slot for Dixon, and a good run for 4 yards right there.
Bogus in the shotgun. Spreads them out. 3 to the right, slot to the left side. There's a snap. He rolls left, now cuts back in. 1st down and many more. Out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. 1st down tied.
Bogus, just another lead play right there over that left side. Is Trenton's favor that left side early on here. Nice pickup.
From the 47-yard line, Bogus on the carry. He carried the ball for 991 yards last season. For a quarterback, that's a job.
That's a lot.
A split 3 wide to the right side, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Dixon back there as the running back. In motion, right side. Snap, handoff, goes to the right, and with the pickup was Halbrook. And he picked up about 3 on the play. They're going to mark it inside Milan territory at the 49-yard line. So he picked up, let's call it 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6. Trenton Peabody moving the football.
Jet sweep action right there. Nice read by Cooper to hand that ball off, and a good 4-yard gain on 1st down.
2nd down and 6, ball at the 49-yard line. They split 2 wide to the right. Slot to the right side out of the shotgun. There's a snap, fakes. Keeps left side. Goes ahead across the 45 down to about the 44. Bogus again on the carry. He's going to be a yard shy of the 1st down. 3rd down and a yard to go. 9:55 remaining first quarter. No score.
Another RPO run pass option right there, and Cooper kept that ball, and as you said, got a nice 5-yard gain, brings up 3rd and short.
He got some key blocks there as I look at the replay on that line. 3rd down, a yard to go, ball at the 44-yard line. Peabody to the line of scrimmage. The Tide sends 2 wide to the left side. Lone running back slot to the left side. There's the snap. Looks for a pass down the field. Got a man open. He's got him. He's down to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Tide. Hammonds with the reception. Mark it for 44 yards and make it 46 yards. And it's 6-0. The Golden Tide of Trenton Peabody.
Little sluggo route right there. Bogus did a great job on the pump fake, drew the corner up, and Hammonds was right wide open behind him.
Bogus will hold. The ball is down. The kick is up. The kick is perfect. It's 7-0. The Golden Tide back in 60 seconds.
Masterfit Medical Supply is on a mission, and that mission is to supply everyone with premium medical equipment at savings you wouldn't find elsewhere. At Masterfit Medical Supply, we represent over 200 medical equipment and supply manufacturers and over 90,000 products, much of it in our warehouse right here in Jackson. Defibrillators, monitors, EKGs, pumps, sensors, and more. So when you need more affordable medical supplies, call Masterfit Medical Supply at 554-1223.
Hi, this is Dan Reeves for Speed Mart in Trenton. Quote, I will not buy gas anywhere else. The prices are fair and the staff is friendly and helpful. I always leave with a smile. Close quote. When you treat people right, people treat you right. Speed Mart in Trenton is all about the people of Trenton. Quote, great place, great people, great selection. I love to shop there. Close quote. Speed Mart in Trenton, gas station, convenience store, lottery, gas and diesel, hot coffee, cold drinks and snacks, public restrooms, and we cash checks. Speed Mart, 2001 Highway 45 Bypass, Trenton. Speed Mart in Trenton. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
First in news, first in sports, the NFL, and Monday Night Football, only on News Talk 101.5 FM.
Kickoff by Peabody goes sailing out of bounds, and Milan will have the football. Should be at the 35. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs of Milan, Tennessee. The quarterback is Heron. He stands back there with an I formation behind him. Wide right, 2. Wide left, 1. And a flag goes down as the end over here ran over. And that's going to be 5 yards penalty going to be marked off against Peabody. 5-yard penalty, be 1st and 5 from the 40-yard line. 9:20 remaining, first quarter. Peabody leading 7-0. Heron, the quarterback. In the gun, there's a snap, and the handoff goes to the tailback. He's being pursued, and he's brought down. A loss of 2 on the play. Back to the 39.
Counter tray action there. Pulled the backside guard, and great play by Hammonds right there to come up from his safety spot.
2nd down and 6. Ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun is Heron. He's a fine young quarterback. There's a snap and a keeper to the left side. He's hit once, hit twice. Brought down at about the 30. They're going to blow it dead at the 43-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2 from the 43-yard line for Milan. Just a little keeper.
Just a little keeper out of Devontae Heron, picked up 4 yards. Now we've got a flag coming in from the back judge, one of the back judges.
Probably a warning would be my guess.
I think we got a sideline warning against Trenton Peabody's coaches.
That's kind of like a warning ticket, isn't it?
It's exactly what that is. Don't do it again.
I don't get those often.
Me either.
3rd down and 2. 8:08 remaining. First quarter of play. Peabody up 7-0. Out of the gun. Lone running back. Man goes in motion to the left side. Handoff goes to the right. They got him back for a loss. A loss of about 7 on the play. Back to the 37-yard line. And it'll be 4th down and 8.
With jet sweep action, Milan tried to do the same thing Trent Peabody did on their drive, and they didn't have near as much success as Hammonds is really coming hard from his safety spot. That's 2 tackles for him out of the first 3 plays.
So they're going to mark the ball, and evidently there was a penalty flag on the play, and it's a big one, and it's against Peabody. And they're going to mark the ball inside Peabody territory at the 46-yard line. Penalty, personal foul, Peabody, 15 yards, 1st down, Milan.
Man, that hurts. That really hurts right there.
From the 46-yard line, the Bulldogs with the football, trailing 7-0. They split it in wide to the right side, 2 to the left. Aaron looking to the sidelines to get a signal. Down to 10 seconds on the clock. Got a lone running back, slot to the left side. There's a snap. Handoff goes to that running back, and he grinds for about 5 to the 41-yard line. I think Mayberry on the carry.
Lambert on that carry.
In and out they go, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That is number 27, Anthony Lambert, 5'8", 180 senior. Lambert still back there. Heron in the shotgun. Wide right, wide left. 2 wide left. Snap. He goes. He flips it back to Lambert, and he's eat up at the 39-yard line. Brought down on a good tackle by Peabody. 3rd down, about 3.
Little option play to the left side, to the wide side and the open side, and nice job by Whitmore coming up to make the play.
They look to the sideline for the play. Deontay Heron, a 5'9", 190-pound senior at quarterback, working out of the gun. 3rd and 3. Lambert there. He rolls to the right side, looks down the field. It is incomplete. 4th down coming up from the 39. What do you do here, Terry?
I think they're going to go for it. 4th and less than 5. You really don't want to give the ball back to Peabody, even this early in the game.
4th down and about 3. 5:56 remaining, first quarter. Aaron at quarterback. 2 wide to the right, slot right side, lone running back. That is Mayberry this time. He looks back over to the sideline. And they have to call a timeout. Timeout is called. 1-minute break coming up. You're listening to Trenton Peabody Football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
4 full-time pharmacists, emergency prescription service, and free delivery for those in need. Duncan's Express Pharmacy. Our mission is to provide the very best prescription service at the most reasonable price. And now it's easier than ever to refill with our free app. Log on to DuncansRxTrenton.com and download our free app and refill 24/7. Set reminders, save on medications, and access your account. Duncan's Express Pharmacy, 2017 South College Street, Suite B, Trenton. Open 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 to 1 on Saturday. Follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Duncan's Express Pharmacy.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Eric Allen, your Trenton Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Eric Allen is a proud sponsor of Trenton Peabody Sports on News Talk 101.5 FM. For all your investment needs, call 855-9173 or stop by the office at 107 North Court Square in Trenton. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Hey, we've even got the Super Bowl. News Talk 101.5 FM.
Well, Milan ran the play, and they changed quarterbacks. They took Heron out of the game, put a new quarterback in, and Terry, he got about 2 steps and down, and Peabody's got the football.
Well, they tried to go direct snap, Dan, and the snap wasn't really good, and it just kind of threw the timing of the playoff right from the beginning.
2 wide to the left side. There's a snap, fakes the handoff. Little pass complete. Out across the 40, up to about the 45-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. And
Hammond's on that catch right there, Dan, and he was part of the play fake and then slipped out into the left flat, and Bacchus did a great job of hitting him right there in stride.
You know, the video that I'm looking at now, you won't see better video in Cookville.
It's very nice.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Man goes in motion to the right side. That is Franks. He's tight end. Hammonds keeps, goes 45. Works his way up to about the 49-yard line. Bacchus on the carry. And it'll be 3rd down and about a yard to go. Close to midfield.
It was just a direct snap and run, by Bacchus. I mean, Peabody's not doing anything very complicated. They're snapping it, handing it, or snapping it, keeping it, but they're doing a great job up front.
What a huge crowd here. It's like playoffs. 2 wide to the left, shotgun. As usual, Franks the slot to the left side. There's a snap. Handoff goes to Dixon. First down Tide. Out across the 50 to the 48-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Trenton Peabody.
Just an off-tackle play to the left side with the Army commit, Jarrell Dixon, and he picks up the 1st down.
Peabody leading 7-0. 4:20 remaining. 1st quarter of play. 48-yard line in Milan territory. 1st down and 10.
Danny, still, if you'll notice, Trenton is running the majority of their plays to that left side of the line. They're favoring it really heavily right now.
Wide to the right side is Halbrook. And a timeout going to be called by Peabody. Timeout on the field. 4:02 remaining in the 1st. Duncan Express Pharmacy. It's easier to refill with a free app. Log on to Duncan's RX and Trenton.com. And download the free app and refill 24/7. Set reminders and save on medications. It's located 2017 South College Street. And Dynamics Physical Therapy, health, lifestyle, community. Find out Dynamics Physical Therapy can help you at dynamics.life. 128 Davy Crockett Mall in Trenton, Tennessee. Griffin Automotive repair for anything you need. Call 855-0558 or go by 549 College Street in Trenton. Gibson County Farmers Co-op, car care located in your friendly co-op in Trenton. 1210 Manufacturers Row in Trenton. Call them at 855-1891.
Then we talked about running to the left side. They're running behind Nigel Brooks, number 64, Shelton Hopkins, and Connor Gatlin over on that left side. And here's the great thing. None of them are seniors.
2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Slot right side, out of the shotgun. Lateral pass complete. Goes to Hammonds out across the 45, and they're going to mark his forward progress right at the 45. Pickup of about 3 on the play. A lot of movement, only 3 yards to show, but it's 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, that was just a quick hitch pass to Halbrook. Just kind of snapped it up and threw it to him and trying to let him make a play out here in the flat, and he made the first guy miss, but then Milan did a great job pursuing.
2nd down and 7 from the 45-yard line. Golden Tide to the line of scrimmage. They send it in wide right. That's Hammonds. 2 to the left. Shotgun formation is Bacchus. A good, fine quarterback there up the middle, and a first down and many more. And that was Halbrook on the carry, and it's a first down tied to the 32-yard line. Boy, they've got every gun they can find shooting on all cylinders.
And we talked about Milan wanting to run runners in and out, and Trent Peabody's the one so far that's been doing that and having a lot of success.
They come to the line, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And Halbrook make that Wilkins back there in the backfield. And there's a handoff and somewhat of a I got it, you take it play to the 31-yard line. Pickup of about, now let's give it a yard. Second down, 9.
Just a straight handoff, dive play up the middle, and Milan did a much better job right there trying to close that gap. Number 76 was in on that tackle, Jalen Walker.
Second down and 9 from the 31. 2 to the left. 3 to the left. 1 to the right. There's a snap. Lateral pass complete. Goes right side. Driving out across the 25. Close to the 24-yard line. Halbrook on the reception. And it's going to be third down. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it. Let's call it the 24. Let's call it third down about a yard and a half.
Yeah, just once again, just on the snap, up and throwing the ball out there and letting Halbrook try to make a play. Great job of blocking out there by Cook and the other receiver that was out there. Great job by them and picked up enough for the first down.
Minute and a half remaining in the first quarter of play.
A correction, Dan, it's 3rd and 2, sorry.
There's the snap and a handoff, and first down tied. That was Dixon on the carry to the left side, and he picks up the first down. Let's see where they mark it. Going to mark it about the 14-yard line.
10-yard pickup right there for Dixon, just off that left side again. They're running behind Gatlin and Hopkins and Brooks over there.
Out of the gun. Everybody bunched in. Bad snap, and a smart Bogus just falls on the ball. Lost back to the 23-yard line.
Hate for that to happen right there. Just that's a momentum killer right there.
Second down. They call it second down and about 18. From the 23-yard line, 25 seconds remaining. They'll get one play off in this first quarter of play. Peabody's going to have a first quarter lead. They split them out wide to the left, wide to the right.
Play clock was about to expire.
Timeout was called. With 15 seconds on the clock, timeout was called. And 7-0 is the score. Peabody leading. Speed Mart, gas, diesel, lottery, hot coffee, hot cold drinks, snacks, and cash checks. Friendly staff, always helpful. 2001 Highway 45 bypass, open 7 days a week. Christian Family Medical, located at 2017 South College Street in Trenton for both primary care and walk-in acute care. See them today. Outback Steakhouse, the #1 Outback in the entire state and voted best lunch in Jackson. 194 Stonebrook Place in Jackson. If you listen in the morning, Seabass could do some of those food commercials that he does and makes me hungry about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm ready for lunch. Second down and about 18 to go. Ball at the 22-yard line. 2 right, 2 left. Out of the shotgun.
Double pass.
Double pass coming on. They got the man open. It's complete down to the 4, and that's Dixon on the reception. First down goal, tied. And that will be the end of the first quarter of play. End of the first quarter, the score. Peabody 7, Milan nothing. You're listening to Peabody Football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Phelan Estes Insurance is an independent agency serving clients in Tennessee. The agency offers prompt professional service for auto, home, business, and life insurance coverage to its customers' needs. We're a part of the local community. Phelan Estes Insurance Agency offers auto, leisure, homeowners, business, renters, life insurance, and more. Get in touch with our friendly staff today at Phelan Estes Insurance Agency, 118 East Eaton Street, Trenton. Get a quote today by calling 855-2813. That's 855-2813 for your trusted hometown insurance agency, Phelan Estes Insurance in Trenton. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. Go Tide from Dynamics Physical Therapy and Fitness in Trenton. At Dynamics, our mission is to be the bright spot in our customers' day while pursuing excellence in healthcare and service. We can help you with physical therapy treatment programs for things like post-surgical rehab, rotator cuff dysfunction, TMJ dysfunction, joint and back neck pains. We specialize in sports medicine for on-site medical coverage for sporting events, comprehensive injury management, communication with athletes and parents, coaches and physicians, as well as 24-hour on-call access to professional staff. We have a 24-hour full-service health clubs specializing in group fitness classes, cutting-edge equipment, and training advice. Dynamics also provides free injury assessments, complimentary injury and pain screenings, providing treatment options and care coordination as well. And evaluations are done by licensed provider. Dynamics Physical Therapy and Fitness, 126 Davy Crockett Mall. Call 855-2221 for Dynamics Physical Therapy and Fitness.
Welcome to Jackson's original News Talk FM. The information you want to hear at the office and on the road. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Dixon carries the football straight ahead, gets down to about the 1 yard line, and it's second down and goal from the 1 for Trenton Peabody. Threatening here big time.
Just a simple lead play right there. Bryce Franks leading the way, and he got a nice kick out on the Milan defensive end right there.
7-0 to score Peabody. Peabody threatening. Ball on the 1 yard line. Second down and goal. Bogus in the gun. Everybody bunched in. There's the snap. Bogus straight ahead.
Got a flag.
And a marker is down. No signal at all from the officials. Illegal procedure, the call against Peabody. That'll mark off 5. You'll play the second down over. That'll bring the ball back to about the 6 yard line. I'm not sure.
I don't think we had enough. See, 64 is really sitting back, so they may have not counted him on the line of scrimmage right there.
Could be. A timeout here is called by Milan. They're going to bring the ball back to the 6 yard line. Illegal procedure, the call against Peabody, and a timeout called by the Bulldogs of Milan. Rock and Dough Pizza. Plan on the brunch every Saturday and Sundays from 10 to 1. Get ready for the ball games. RockandDoughPizza.com, downtown Jackson Walk. Sonic of Jackson hit the cookie dough jackpot with the new Big Scoop Cookie Dough Blast. And Sunday, now at all 6 Jackson Sonic locations. The Hughes Eye Group. You've never seen a doctor and staff who's caring for their patients as the Hughes Eye Group. Multiple locations across West Tennessee. The best in medical and surgical eye care. HughesEye.com. Carlock Nissan of Jackson. 495 Van Drive. Carlock Nissan of Jackson.com. Better see Big Steve. I like Big Steve's commercial now. He asked if Dan's hair dye got through to his brain. From the 6, it's second down and goal.
Heavy package right here, Dan. Heavy package. 78's in the game as a blocking back, Braxton Johnson.
There's a snap. Bogus keeps to the 5. Driving. Touchdown Tide. 13-0 now. Peabody hits pay dirt again. Mark the time, 11:10 remaining.
Just a simple lead play right there.
In the first half. Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy. Let's follow Big 78, Big Braxton Johnson, and then we'll cut off of his block, and nice cut by Bogus.
Hicks in to attempt the extra point. Ball down, kick up. Kick is perfect, and it's 14-0. 14-0. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Peabody Football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Roll Tide from Griffin Automotive in Trenton. We specialize in transmission work and diagnostics. Brian Griffin has 30 years of experience repairing transmissions, electrical problems, wiring issues, air conditioning, brakes, shocks, struts, oil changes, front and rear differential, and four-wheel drive service and repair. Griffin Automotive also has tires for your vehicle. Griffin Automotive can fix anything but a broken heart. Trenton has trusted Griffin Automotive since 1998. Griffin Automotive, 403 East Eaton Street in Trenton. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 855-0558. That's 855-0558. LA Realty LLC was started in January 2000 by longtime Gibson County native and real estate specialist Lynn Arnold. Since that time, our team has grown to include an office in Trenton, led by Ed Norman and many talented professionals who share the common goal of making your real estate goals a reality. We've been involved with the buying and selling of homes in Trenton and adjacent areas for over 10 years. Since inception, we've been an important part of the local community, and we will continue to serve all of the area's real estate needs for years to come. For residential and commercial real estate, contact Ed Norman at 855-9899 or 571-7092. That's 571-7092. That's Ed Norman at LA Realty, 107 West Court Street in Trenton. Tour our listings at larealtyllc.com.
More than just the headlines. Get the real story here. Your source for news, weather, sports, and traffic. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Peabody kicks off, hits a squibber down the field, and Milan falls on it at the 31-yard line. Out of the shotgun is Heron. There's a snap, and a handoff goes to the left side. Bang! Loss of maybe a yard on that play. Nobody home, Terry.
Gerald Dixon shooting the gap from his linebacker spot and just made a great tackle on Mayberry right there.
They mark it at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10. 10:45 remaining, first half of play. Peabody up 14-0.
That was a generous spot.
Yes, it was. Two to the left, one to the right. Out of the gun. And the end on the right side jumped off. That was Tharp. Got his count, just one count off.
Well, Bogus started bailing out, going in and dropping the zone coverage, and Tharp just moved with him. It happens sometimes.
5-yard penalty will make it second down, 15. Ball goes back to the 26. Feels beautiful. Beautiful night for football. Tailor-made. Good Lord's been good. Out of the shotgun. Lone running back. There's a snap. He drops straight back. Looks down the field. Fires it up the middle. Incomplete. Good defensive play by number 7, Noah Halbrook.
Then both receivers on the left side ran post routes, and Heron tried to hit the second post route, the wide guy, Sam Parr, and as you said, Holbrook just made a great break on the football.
So it's third down, 15 from the 26 for the Bulldogs of Milan. Heron, the good quarterback from Milan, Tennessee, wears number 1. Lone running back there. He rolls now to the right side, looks down the field, gets some pressure, dropped back at about the 15-yard line. Terry, who got him?
That was Wilkins right there. Wilkins coming in from the right side, got off his block very quick, actually blitzed from his outside linebacker spot. Nobody picked him up, and he was able to get the sack on Heron.
Fourth down long. They go into punt formation, they being the Milan Bulldogs. Going to be punting from about the 5 when it's all said and done. There's the snap. Good punt down the field. Headed toward the sidelines and out. It'll be out of bounds in Milan territory. Ball at the 46, if that's the official that's spotting him, and it is.
I believe it is, yes.
Hammonds was back there for the return, but nobody's wanting to play with the kickoffs and the punts tonight. That may be neutralizing what you said earlier about the kicking game.
It could, and they're not going to give these playmakers an opportunity. Dan, here's a little note from Milan. They are minus 9 yards rushing so far tonight.
First down and 10 for Trenton Peabody with 9:34 remaining in the first half of play. Too wide to the right. Out of the gun. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the left side. Shot, got a man open. It's complete to the 30 and out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. And that was to Hammonds, and it's a first down Tide.
Good play action fake. Half roll by Baucus right there. Hammond just runs about a 12-yard out route. And nice throwing catch.
From the 27 is where they mark it. It's first down and 10 for the Tide of Trenton Peabody, leading in this football game by the score of 14-0. Easley comes in, goes wide to the right side for Peabody out of the gun. Dixon back there as the running back. Long count, man in motion. There's a snap. Handoff goes to the man in motion. Cuts to the right side. Down to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Touchdown Tide! Again, into the end zone is Halbrook. Number 7, Noah Halbrook, the senior. And it's 20-0, Trenton Peabody.
Then just jet sweep. Give it to Halbrook. Let him read the blockers. Nice kick-out block by the tight end Bryce Franks. Halbrook hits the seam, and you're not going to catch him.
Holding is Vargas. Hicks will attempt the extra point. Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect. It's 21-0. Back in 1 minute, you're listening to Peabody Football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Trenton Medical Clinic provides care to patients with chronic disease such as high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, anxiety, depression, asthma, COPD, attention deficit disorder, obesity, and many other illnesses. DOT exams are also performed at their location. Most all insurances are accepted, including all TennCare products. Reasonable self-pay pricing is available. Trenton Medical Clinic is open Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Appointments can be made by calling 731-855-2803. Walk-in patients are welcomed.
Eddie and Clint Sturgeon at Eddie's Pharmacy say roll Tide. Eddie's Pharmacy offers free delivery and 24-hour emergency service. Eddie's Pharmacy is a Health Mart pharmacy. We have 2 drive-through windows for your convenience. Hay flu season begins in the fall and peaks over the winter. Don't wait till it's too late. Get your flu shot at Eddie's. Plus, Eddie's Pharmacy offers vaccinations, B12 shots for a burst of energy. And if you have medications that require injection, we'll be happy to take care of that. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. Saturday, 8 to 2. Plus 24-hour emergency service. Eddie's Pharmacy, 114 Davy Crockett Shopping Center, Trenton.
Direct to your home, in your car, or at work. All your information with no satellite dish required. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Peabody kicked it off, but there's a penalty marker on the kickoff, and they'll assess 5 yards, illegal procedure, the call. And they did the same play again, a little squibber down the field. It was retrieved by Pearson. All for naught. They'll hit it again. Same song, second verse. 9:19 remaining, first half of play. Peabody leading by the score of 21-0.
Dan, I think you can expect the same thing. They're not going to give it. They're not going to kick it back there to Heron or to Bates or to the other deep man from Milan right there. Peabody's got this game going exactly how they want it to go. They're in complete control and they want to keep it that way.
Early.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's another squibber down the field, and it's bobbled down there. He picks it up. That may have been a mistake, and he brought it down at the 35-yard line. A lot of times you get popped when you do that, and instead of falling on the ball and the ball comes out, you're in a bigger mess than you were.
Yeah, and he didn't catch it clean. That's Williamson back there. He didn't catch it clean the first time and picked it up and it's either something really good's going to happen or something bad's really going to happen.
In baseball, we'd say that went right through the wicket.
It did, through the 6-hole right there.
Wide to the right side. The Bulldogs of Milan come to the line of scrimmage. They're working out of the shotgun. Wide right, wide left. Man goes in motion. Left to right. There's a snap. Handoff goes straight up the middle. Good for about 3, and that's all. On the carry was Lambert. And they carry the ball out across the 35. Going to mark it at the 38. Second down, about 7 yards to go.
Little jet sweep motion out of the receiver, and not much of a fake, and he just gave it straight to Lambert right there. As you said, Whitmore coming up making a great play.
Out of the gun, wide right, wide left. There's a snap, handoff. No, he keeps it, goes left side, and he's brought down close to the line of scrimmage. That was a keeper by Heron.
Same action, same play. Heron just decides to keep it this time and tries to catch Trenton Peabody off guard, but nothing doing. Wilkins was right there to being on the first hit.
Picked up about a yard, third down 5 from the 40-yard line. Milan with the football. They're dressed in the white jersey, and that's good on the eyes. You can see the numbers.
That's right.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Lone running back on 3rd and 5. Here's the call, gets some pressure, gets a lot of pressure. He's going to be swarmed and dropped. Give Heron credit. He didn't go down without the fight, and the ball's back at the 29-yard line. And it will be 4th down and 16. 4th and 16.
Sorry, Dad. The pressure came from Rafe Hanna off his left defensive end spot to begin, and then just a host of Trenton Peabody Golden Tide players there to finally wrap Heron up and put him on the ground.
Hammond's backdate as Milan goes into punt formation. Burt. There's a snap, rush on, gets it away, and it's a good one. Taken for a fair catch at the 40-yard line. Mark it at the 39. 1st down and 10 with 7:02 remaining, first half of play.
I'm so impressed with the fundamentals and the pursuit of this Golden Tide defense. They have held Milan so far to minus 16 yards rushing, and we are 7 minutes in with left in the first half. They've done a great job shedding their blocks, playing their assignments, pursuing the football, and then making the sound fundamental tackle when they get there.
But not a lot of people have talked about that defense a lot.
No,
you talk about all the arsenal on the offensive side, but we've seen a defensive clinic here tonight by
sure
Peabody.
Have. We have, I agree.
There's a snap and a straight ahead. Dixon and a fumble, and it comes out. And Milan is going to score a touchdown right now as number 84, that is Fisher Jones, comes out with a football and carries it the distance. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. There you go. That's how quickly the momentum can change.
They just picked him clean. Here's the replay on it. Straight ahead, and he got hit right there, and the ball comes loose, and you call that right place, right time. Fisher Jones right there.
Robertson on the hit for Milan. Robertson and number 3, that was Finch on the hit right there for the Bulldogs.
Burt, the attempt to the extra point is good, barely. The snap was mishandled, and he got it through the uprights somewhat. 21-7 the score. Peabody lead is now 14. Hardy, Martin, and Owens, attorney at law, tipping the scales in your favor. All part of the Peabody 2019 sports sponsor. Eric Allen of Edward Jones. It's never too early to save for college. Contact Eric Allen, your Edward Jones financial advisor on Court Square in Trenton, making sense of investing. Member SIPC 855-9173. Gene Langley Ford Small family dealership with low overhead. We save so you save. The dealership that built service and that service built. 3500 East End Drive in Humboldt. King Jewelers, fine jewelry, friendly staff, custom design, quality repairs. 16B Conrad Drive in Jackson, KingJewelersJackson.com. How about McDonald's? All Jackson locations, plus Bells and Brownsville. McDonald's is loving high school football, and so are we here tonight with 6:53 remaining in the first half. Peabody leading 21-7. Milan will be kicking off here as Sullivan Burke, a 5'11", 170-pound senior, will be kicking it off.
And Dan, as strange as this may sound, this is an important drive for the Peabody Golden Tide offense. You had things rolling 21-0, just turned the ball over. Remember, Milan deferred, won the toss, deferred. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. You really want to take the football down the field and extend that lead back to 3 touchdowns right here so you can start putting a little doubt in the Bulldogs' minds.
It's important what happens at halftime.
It is, very much so.
The tone of that speech. Burke ready to kick it off. Dixon back deep, along with Halbrook for Peabody.
I'm going to bet they don't kick it to him.
I'll guarantee it.
Yeah.
Penalty marker down. They went offside. And they did go deep.
They did. We were wrong.
Kicked it right to Dixon. But they'll do it again. They'll mark off 5-yard penalty and go back to the 35 and kick it again.
I don't know that I've seen them this many penalties on kickoffs by the kicking team. You see them all the time on the receiving team, but not on the kicking team.
Well, there's certain penalties that over the years get out of control, and then they say, hey, we've got to get this back. And how many times have you seen on kickoffs that you know that somebody was offside?
And I agree with that. And plus, it's the first game, so the players are, like we said earlier, they're really hyped, and they're jumping a little early.
Burt back there again. Dixon and Halbrook back deep. High end over end kick. Taken at the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35. Penalty marker down. To the 40, to the 45, to the 48.
It's going to be a hold or a block in the back. It's going to negate a good return by Wilkins right here.
Penalty marker is going to be the penalty is going to be marked off against Trenton Peabody. The flag is at the 37. Block in the back.
Yeah, right there, 23 for Trenton Peabody. London Burkett, freshman in this game right here. Yeah, he's a little nervous.
I would be too.
He wanted to make sure he got a little contact on that Milan player.
Ball at the 27-yard line. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun is Bogus. There's a snap and a quick handoff. Straight ahead it goes. And the ball to the 29-yard line. Pickup of a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Dixon on the carry. 2nd down and 8. Clock running, 6:20 remaining in the first half of play.
And I believe that was Wilkins on that carry on a little counter play, and Robertson from his linebacker spot came up and filled the hole pretty quickly and limited that to 2 yards right there.
Bogus in the shotgun. Back there with him is Wilkins again. Man goes in motion to the right side. Fakes the handoff. Bogus goes straight ahead and grinds out some yards out to about the 33-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and call it 4.
Little jet sweep action right there. Balkus faked, kept that ball, and took it straight up the gut for like you said, about a 4-yard gain.
Third down, 4 yards to go. 21-7 the score. Peabody leading. Peabody with the ball. Big third down coming up here.
Huge third down right here for the Golden Tide.
3 to the left. 1 to the right. Snap. Rolls to the left side. Fires it. It's complete. That went to number 86, Franks. And it's a first down Tide to the 44.
Broncos did a great job. Little half roll to the left. And just waited for Franks to get in the zone. And just put it right between the 8 and the 6.
First and 10 for the Golden Tide of Trenton Peabody on their own 44-yard line. 4:50 remaining in the half. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, slot to the left side. Keeper, Bogus, goes ahead and works his way up to about the 49-yard line. And that wasn't Bogus, was it? Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Cooper Bogus.
It was because, it was just let's slap it to one of our playmakers and let's see if he can make a play for us right there. Made the first guy miss and was finally brought down by Cunningham.
Gain of about 4 on the play. Second down, 6 coming up. Coming up to the 4-minute mark for Trenton Peabody. Leading here 21-7. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Out of the gun. Bogus hands it off to the left side. First down and then many more. Out across is Dixon. Across the 40 to the 39-yard line. First down Tide.
Once again, Dan, it's just a simple lead/dive play. They're pulling Franks around, letting him lead the way to Dixon for Dixon, and Dixon was one shoestring tackle away from taking it to the house.
To the 39-yard line. First down and 10 for Trenton Peabody. 3:35 remaining in the first half of play. They go 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Out of the gun, slot left side. Dixon, the lone running back. There's a snap. Handoff goes to Dixon straight ahead, and he picks up about 3. It'll be second down and 7. Ball at the 37-yard line.
Isolation play right there is the Tide isolated the inside linebacker, number 9 from Milan. That's Barham, and they let Franks on him and let Dixon cut off his block right there.
Second down and 7. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Lone running back. Bogus in the gun. Sends a man in motion to the right side. Snap. Handoff goes to the right side. This is Howbrook, and he picks up some good yardage. About the 30. Let's see where they're going to put him down at. We got a marker down?
We do have a marker down.
It's going to be against Peabody. The markers at the 33.
We hold.
Got a holding call. So second down will be over again.
Jet sweep action. I think they're going to get Tristan Cook out on the perimeter. That's a tough block for a receiver. When the defensive back's moving and you're trying to move and keep your feet there, and he's trying to block Barham out there, and Barham's not a small young man, and he got his call with his hand and got caught with his hand in the cookie jar right there.
That happens. Second down, 13. Ball's at the 43. Out of the gun. Bogus, little screen pass, goes straight ahead for many yards. First down Tide. How many more yards? Touchdown Tide. Little screen pass to Dixon. He takes it into the end zone. Is that what you was looking for, Terry?
Well, I saw it on film, and when I noticed the 3 receivers out here to the left, they just kind of loped off the line. They didn't run very hard, I thought. Then I started looking back up to the line, and you can see it developing.
Bogus will hold. Hicks will attempt the extra point. Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect. It's 28-7. Trenton Peabody leads. We'll be back in 1 minute on Peabody Football. News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Legal problems don't always arise Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. When you need an attorney, you need them now. This is Bradley Owens of Hardy Martin & Owens Law Firm. Add my cell number to your contacts. 234-2400. That's 234-2400. At Hardy Martin & Owens, we handle all types of legal problems, including personal injury, workers' compensation, divorce and family law, estates, and criminal defense. With offices in Jackson and Trenton, let Hardy Martin & Owens handle all your legal needs. 424-2151 or on my cell, 234-2400.
Tipping the scales in your favor.
If you're hurt or sick, visit us at Christian Family Medicine. We provide acute and primary care for your whole family. You'll avoid the long waits and expense at the emergency room. We welcome patients of all income levels, including those on TennCare.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Jennings, a nurse practitioner at Christian Family Medicine. The next time you need medical care, visit us at one of our 8 locations: Trenton, Ripley, Bolivar, Covington, Henderson, Parsons, Martin, and McKenzie.
Walk-ins welcome. Extended hours. To learn more, go to ChristianFamilyMed.com.
Did you say football? High school game of the week, the SEC championship, and the NFL on Monday nights. News Talk 101.5 FM. 101.5 FM.
On the kickoff, short, high kickoff. And it's retrieved by number 9, Barham. He drops it, picks it up, falls down on it. As all good players should. Ball at the 26-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10 for Milan, with 2:10 remaining in the first half of play.
Dan, just as important as that drive was for the Trenton Peabody offense, this is another important drive for the Trenton Peabody defense. If they can hold them right here, then they'll take that 3-touchdown lead into halftime. And here's an opportunity for Milan to score now and then score first drive of the second half and really cut into the lead.
There's a snap and a handoff straight ahead for maybe 2 or 3 yards up to about the 34-yard line. And that was number 27, Lambert, on the carry to the 29. It'll be second down and 7 coming up. Clock running, 1:50.
It's the lead play right there. Trying to find a crease and break it, and was not able to do so. Right there, Wolford made a great play right there.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. There's a snap. Little lateral pass incomplete. Did they call it a lateral? Nope, called it incomplete. It'll be third down.
That's a good call. It's a forward pass. He released it from about the 23, and receiver. It never got to the receiver at the 25.
Ball at the 29, third down. A good 7. They load the right side. 3 receivers going that way. Heron, the quarterback, rolls to the left. He's getting some pressure. He's going to be brought down at the 22-yard line.
That's Wilkins again.
He's everywhere.
Second sack of the night for the young man.
And it's 4th down and long. 4th down and about 14 coming up here for Peabody. And timeout. Good call by Jacobs. Coach Shane Jacobs calls timeout. He sees an opportunity to tack some more on with 1:24.
He does. And with the arm that Cooper Bogus has and the receivers that he has to work with, it's very feasible to see the Golden Tide put another one into the end zone.
Well, the rush is coming, so that's number 1. And I'm sure that's what Milan over there is talking about.
I'm sure Milan will be in their punt safe formation right here, trying to just make sure that they do get some yardage off of this punt. And they've got a really good punter in Sullivan Burke. He was booming the ball pretty good in pregame.
Well, Burke's going to have his hands full here. He's going to be punting from somewhere around the 10-yard line.
He is. I think you'll see Hammonds back there. I don't know if he'll get into Golden Tide territory or not.
Hammonds is deep. Burke standing at the 10. Huge punt coming this way. There comes the rush, and he had to fall on it. I got to see the replay on that one again, and Peabody is sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, Dan, he just
ball bounced up.
It did. It was a low snap, and Burke couldn't make the play on it.
At the 12-yard line is where Trenton Peabody will take over. 1:21 remaining in the first half of play. Peabody leading 28-7 over Milan.
Did you expect this? I did not.
No.
I did not expect this.
But I'm going to tell you what. Peabody's for real the first half of this game.
They are for real. Got the heavy package in right here.
They do. And they're in shotgun. There goes Dixon to the left side. Gets down to about the 5 or 6 yard line. Mark it at the 6. It'll be second down. And about 3 from the 6 yard line. Quickly to the line. Minute 5 remaining. Whistle. Timeout called by the Bulldogs of Milan. Good timeout there by Milan's head coach, Diddy Pettigrew, in his second season. Simmons Bank supports high school athletics and academics in West Tennessee. Find a location at simmonsbank.com. Tennessee Tractor, your John Deere dealer for West Tennessee. Visit tennesseetractor.com. Lonnie Cobb, Old Country Auto, winner of Reader's Choice Award for the best used auto dealer. OldCountryAuto.com. Airways Boulevard and 45 Bypass in Jackson. And Mitchell's Body Shop, lifetime warranty on every car repair. Rental cars on site, 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. Register for UT football tickets on Mitchell's Body Shop's Facebook page. Well, it's 28-7. Trenton Peabody, 63 seconds remaining in the half. And Peabody threatening again with the ball at the 6 yard line.
Looks like going with Peabody's going to go with their heavy package again with Franks and Big Braxton Johnson in the backfield. Going to be a lead blocker for either Dixon or Balkus right here. Balkus.
There's a snap, and it's Dixon ahead down to about the 1. 58 seconds remaining. Coach Shane Jacobs working the clock to perfection. Peabody leading 28-7. Snap. Dixon straight ahead. Touchdown Tide. Mark the time. 43 seconds remaining in the first half of play, and Trenton Peabody's for real, folks. 34-7. They lead the Milan Bulldogs.
It's the same play again. Going to run to the left side and let Dixon do his thing. He bounced it outside just a little bit and was able to get it into the end zone.
Hicks in to attempt the extra point. Vargas will hold. Snap, ball down. Kick up. Kick is perfect. 35-7 the score. Peabody leads. 1 minute break. You're listening to Peabody Football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Families turn to Christian Family Medicine for their everyday medical needs. Vaccines for children, sports physicals for teenagers, or an annual exam for mom, we're here for you. We welcome patients of all income levels, including those on TennCare. Hi, I'm Drew Brown, a physician assistant at Christian Family Medicine. The next time you need medical care, visit us at one of our 8 locations: Trenton, Ripley, Bolivar, Covington, Henderson, Parsons, Martin, and McKenzie. Walk-ins welcome, extended hours. Learn more at ChristianFamilyMed.com. That's ChristianFamilyMed.com.
Whether it's tires, batteries, oil changes, brakes, or alignments, Gibson County Farmers Co-op Car Care Center, located in your hometown friendly co-op in Trenton, has you covered. While we're taking care of your ride, you can shop inside at Gibson Farmers Co-op for all your steel products and car hard work apparel. When it comes to comforts of home, we have a large and unique selection of home decor. Make tracks for Trenton, Tennessee and your friendly hometown Gibson Farmers Co-op. It's where we have something for the entire family.
Monday Night Football, the NFL, only on News Talk 101.5 FM.
43 seconds remaining in the first half of play. The first half has belonged to Peabody. They lead 35-7. Peabody kicking off again. And a short end-over-end kick going to be taken by one of the upbacks at the 23 to the 25. Bang, 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 as they bring him down, and what a hit to the 31-yard line.
Then Carson Vandiver came in, and he blew up the attempted block by the Milan Bulldog player, and then still made the play. Watch this hit on the replay right here.
Oh, my.
That's how you destroy a block right there.
That's how you don't sleep much tonight, too. Ball at the 31. 38 seconds remaining. Milan will have the football, trailing here 35-7.
I would be very surprised, Dan, if Milan did anything other than just a conventional running play. I believe they're going to even.
Think they're going to take a knee?
I think they're going to take a knee.
Let's see. Out of the gun. There's a quick handoff to the left side, and he fights. That is Mayberry. And picks up maybe a yard, maybe two.
It's going to come back because Milan only had 10 players on the field, which is okay to do this year. But they had a player that ran on and then turned around and ran off and never got set, and that's where the penalty's coming from.
The illegal procedures, the official call. And so they're going to bring it back with 30 seconds remaining. From the 31, they'll mark it to the 26. And it'll be first down 15. Out of the gun. Wide right, wide left. And the handoff, and he's brought down for a loss, and I doubt we see another play.
My man Braxton Johnson. I'm going to love saying his name this year. Big Braxton Johnson gets him a tackle for loss.
Ball back at the 22-yard line. It'll be second down and long. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and folks, that's the end of the first half of play. End of the first half, and Peabody goes off the field to a standing O from their faithful. As Trenton Peabody leads in this football game by the score of 35-7. 2-minute break coming your way, and then Seabass and Terry Clement will have the halftime program for you. You're listening to Trenton Peabody Football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Is something missing in your life? Do you seek purpose? Are you hungry? Reach for a classique. The Sonic Garab Classique. With a juicy quarter-pound double cheeseburger and crispy tots for $2.99, you'll feel reinvigorated.
Hold up, it's only $2.99?
Hey, what happened to the Echo?
Oh, now you miss me.
Try the Sonic Car Hop Classique today for $2.99, now with a 6-inch Philly cheesesteak. Tax not included. See menu for details. For limited time only. Participating Sonic drive-ins.
Sonic.
At King Jewelers, we have over a quarter century of serving Jackson and West Tennessee with its jewelry needs. At King Jewelers, service is our watchword. We pride ourselves in timely, efficient, and quality service with a smile. So if it's diamonds, rings, watches, jewelry repair, and more, let King Jewelers at 16B Conrad Drive in Jackson serve you today. You can also give us a call at 664-8188. King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive in Jackson.
It's deer season at Tennessee Tractor, and we want to help you get a great deal on a John Deere. The 3025E is the simple and comfortable small tractor that delivers plenty of power, and you can get one with a loader, rotary cutter, and a trailer for just $222 per month and 0% financing for 84 months. That's Tennessee True. Visit TennesseeTractor.com. Offer ends 10/31/19. Subject to approved installment credit with John Deere Financial. For commercial use only, 10% down payment required. Taxes, freight, setup, and delivery could increase monthly payment. Restrictions apply. See your Tennessee Tractor dealer for more details.
Not much has changed at Old Country Auto since last.
Hey, Cam, were you able to get those texts out?
Looks like they've got a larger selection now.
Yeah, I'm actually just about to send one right now.
You're a beautiful man. Beautiful man.
I know.
And remember, you are off tomorrow night.
Think they can buy it? Nope.
Yep, I'll do that.
Got a great deal too. Yep.
I know your heart broke, but
Country Auto sales airways and 45.
sure you'll find something to do.
Online at oldcountryauto.com.
News Talk 101.
Hey, this is a 4-minute timeout, Cam.
Of Monday Night Football.
Oh, they called it a 2-minute or something.
No, it's 4.
All right, I'll go another 2 minutes.
Yeah, do that.
Good old sea perch.
You had some work done. You should have seen me last week.
Johnny.
Oh, who did the work? Well, I
Huh?
insisted on the best. Mitchell's
Tore my rotator cuff last week, or a couple weeks ago. Hey, how them Bills gonna look like this year? What them Bills gonna look like this year? What are the Bills gonna look like this year?
When you work with best.
I don't know, man. I think they may do a little something. They'll be better.
You work the land.
They'll be better at least.
Out there in some far corner of a field, there's an old steel fence post that has your number. And that's when you should have ours. We're your certified Firestone Farm Tire dealer. And when you need service, give us a call. We're specially trained and equipped to handle all of your on-farm, in-field tire repair and replacement needs.
Best One Tire, Jackson or Brown, 660-4072 or 772-1504.
It's savings time with syrup. So let the heat steal your money. The time to buy is now. Savings beyond belief. If it sounds too good to be true, it's not. All new 2019 GMC Sierra Crew Cab. Your price, $30,999. That's a 28% savings. Or GMC Sierra with rough country lift. Your price, $99,999. That's a 26% savings. 2019 Chevy Malibu LS. Your price, $17,999. That's a 25% savings. And 2019 Chevy Corvette. Save $13,900 in savings. Your price, $63,500. Sarah, one destination, so many choices. Get your college degree from Jackson State Community College tuition free. Update your credentials for your front job or begin your college career with no debt. From community options that can get you into great-paying jobs to transfer pathways to allow a seamless transfer to Hager University. Jackson State has you covered. Check out Tennessee Promise and Tennessee Retail at Jackson State. There's never been a better time to complete your degree. Call 731-425-2601 or visit jscc.edu for details. Jackson State Community College. Invested in your success.
First in news, first in sports, the NFL and Monday Night Football only on News Talk 101.5 FM.
Welcome back to Trenton, Tennessee at the half here at Walter Kilzer Stadium in week number 1. The very first game, matter of fact, the only game here in West Tennessee tonight. And it is all Trenton Peabody at the half. 35-7. Seabass alongside Terry Clement here on the halftime show. And you know, Terry, we'll get to the stats in just a minute, but for a long, long time, Terry, that team across the way in the purple and white has owned this county. It's owned West Tennessee. Both of those things have changed.
They have, Bass. Going into tonight, of course, 4 of the last 6, the Tide has won, but prior to that, 4 in a row, the Bulldogs. And some of them close, some of them not close, but as you said, the tide has turned.
And even as early as back last year, this was a 1-point game at Johnny Hill Stadium. 27-26 in the game. Trenton Peabody finds a way to pull one out. This is a very different animal altogether. And remember, Coach Jacobs said at the half, in the pregame, that this Milan team was the most talented team he's seen in 14 years. And I am not about to go match football with Shane Jacobs, but I will tell you this: I don't see a game plan out of Teddy Pettigrew and the Milan football team. I know they're trying it's week 1, but this is checkers and chess right here. Don't get me wrong, Trenton's got the athletes, but the level of out-coaching far outweighs the level of execution on the field.
The fundamentals. You can watch both teams and you can see the Golden Tide is very strong fundamentally. Milan, not so much. Milan is trying, it looks like they're a lost child trying to find their way home. And as you said, there doesn't appear to be a set plan. Now, part of that could be the Peabody defense. They have held Milan to negative 24 yards rushing in the first half, negative 24 total yards. Milan hasn't completed a pass. They look like they're just trying to find something.
Yeah, and Trenton doesn't believe that Milan can at this point, and Milan keeps putting themselves in a long down a distance by trying to hit that A gap on first down and setting themselves up in 2nd and 9 on most drives.
You know, Bash, you're exactly right. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, and that's what I see out of the Milan offense right now. They're trying the same thing over and over and over again, and it's not working.
Yeah, we heard about Devontae Harron. You can tell he's a fantastic athlete. I mean, look, he's running for his life, but he's hard to bring down, and he's certainly scrambled there. But the passing game is not there. There's no push from the offensive line on either side. And I'll tell you something else. This Trenton Peabody team, and I heard you guys talking about it in that first half. Yes, we all know about Cooper Bogus and Jarrell Dixon and this entire explosive offense, and most of it is back, especially in the skill position. But their defense is every bit as impressive as their offense is. And I'm sitting there looking at this thing, and, you know, if it wasn't for that fumble and a couple of penalties, Shane Jacobs' hardest job would have been finding something to nitpick about his team's effort in that first half. And here's what's really scary for the rest of West Tennessee, and frankly, not really the rest of 2A, period, because that's the deal. And that's what they're playing for. They're not playing to have a winning record. They're playing to repeat as 2A champions. They're not only midseason form, friends, they're postseason form in the first 24 minutes of the season against a team Shane Jacobs just said is the best team they'll see all year.
Now, you think about this, Bass, and you're exactly right. And the people watching on WNWS.com, watching the live stream, you can just see it. You can just see it. Most of the time, Milan looks like a first-game team. Like this is their first game. Almost like it could be their first scrimmage. Trenton Peabody, as you said, looks ready to go into the postseason right now. Now, the one thing Shane Jacobs may have to worry about as this year goes on is sometimes, especially a team that peaked at the right time the year before, they're bringing everybody back, they're ahead of the curve. How are you going to maintain? Not just during the regular season, but as you go through the first round, second round, and hopefully third, fourth round.
I think one of the deals is frankly, Terry, this team has no ego. You know, at least not a negative one. Anyway, and they don't really care who gets it done on a play, just as long as it gets done. And it's the left guard, the right guard, you know, the tight end. It doesn't matter who it is or what side of the ball they're on. The execution, for the most part, other than that fumble. And let me say this: it wasn't as if Jarrell Dixon didn't have control of the football. The Mike stepped up and made a beautiful slant and met Jarrell Dixon in the hole with a full head of steam. And that Mike weighed about 230 pounds, and it was just a collision. He got the ball. He hit the ball just right. It came loose. I won't really look. Jarrell Dixon won't be happy with that, but that was a perfect hit in the right position, and it happens, and they were able to scoop it up and go in for the score. But other than that, I want to go back to that first drive. And you remember something Shane Jacobs said, you know, we're going to have to be okay with 3 and 4 yards a carry, and that's what they did on that first drive. They 3 and 4 yarded it all the way to about the 35-40 yard line, and Cooper Bogus flashes that quick hitch to the left side, and Milan's DBs absolutely bit. The safety was way too late on the release. Perfect stripe by Bogus. I mean, that's coaching. That's play calling and it's execution, and we saw all that on the very first drive of the season.
You know, Bess, that's Cooper Bogus and that's Hammond staying after practice, getting on the same page over and over and over and over, developing that chemistry that Bogus has with these receivers, not just Hammond. You're sitting there and you got Halbrook, you got Cook out there. This team, at least in the first 24 minutes of this season, I didn't see a weakness. I didn't see anything that they can't do. They can run the football. They can throw the football. They've got the screen game. They are a very, very, very complete. And as you said, not just on offense, but on defense also. With Whittemore in the middle. You got Wilkins with 2 sacks. You got Johnson that's getting penetration. He's a load to block.
Yeah, edge pressure from both sides, and as you mentioned, Johnson destroying the A gap and making a living there. And you know, for Devontae Harron, one thing that has to happen if you'll notice, and there was a delayed dive. I'm not even really sure what to call it at this point because it kind of stood there for about 2 seconds and waited for the action to go around. If you'll notice one thing, and this comes from reps. Remember, he's a converted receiver.
Right.
With Bogus, he's been in this offense. He's been the play caller for a long time in it, the quarterback that is. And one thing that has to happen, and you'll see even it doesn't even it seem like the most simplest of play calls. The decision making of Bogus is almost instantaneous, and a lot of that has to do with before the ball's ever snapped.
Right.
He's already made his reads. He's already looked at the formation. He's seen who's where. He knows the scouting. He's seen the tendencies, and his decision has been made a lot of the times before the ball has been snapped. And you can see that Herring's kind of, let's see what happens when we get there, and that's not going to work against this state champion defense.
No, it's not, and you're exactly right about Bogus. It's experience. He's coming back, as a senior, and as you said, he's been in this offense. He knows every in and out of the offense. His pre-snap reading ability is impeccable, and like you said, the only play that I think he made a great read on was when he hit Franks on the 3rd and 4. He hit him, and he waited for Franks to clear the linebacker and get into the middle of the zone, and he hits him right there. Did he know he was going there? I don't think so, but Milan's defense were pursuing so hard to their defensive right side, to Hammonds and to Holbrook, that they forgot about Franks. And he was wide open.
Yeah.
It was a great read by Bogus.
And all those names you mentioned were starting on this offense last year, and that certainly helps. We'll get to the stats here in just a second. Want to remind everybody out there, some of the great folks that bring you Trenton Peabody football every Friday night. Like Jackson State, of course. Tonight's Thursday night. The only game in town, by the way, the only game in West Tennessee. Brought to you by Jackson State Community College. Dual enrollment at Jackson State Community College is a great way to earn college credit while taking classes in high school. You can visit JSCC.edu or call 425-2601 for details. By Lonnie Cobb Old Country Auto, winner of Reader's Choice Award for Best Used Auto Dealer. OldCountryAuto.com, Airways Boulevard and the 45 bypass. By McDonald's, all Jackson's locations plus Bells and Brownsville. McDonald's is loving high school football. By Master Fit Medical Supply, a leading distributor of medical, surgical, and dental products to healthcare providers. Call 424-6383 and visit masterfit.net. And by Old Town Spaghetti Store. Try the spaghetti and meatball special, including salad and bread, for just $5.99 every day, Monday through Friday from lunch 11 to 2 on Carriage House Drive in Jackson. Now let's check in with the color commentator of the Trenton Peabody Golden Tide, Terry Clement, for the halftime stats. Take it away, Terry.
Thank you, Seabass. I appreciate it. And we start with the Golden Tide on the ground. 21 carries, 113 yards. They're led by Jarrell Dixon, 9 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown. Cooper Bogus has 7 carries for 23 yards. Now, he would have had more, but he did have a loss of 8 on a bad snap. The only bad snap of the half out of the shotgun formation for the Golden Tide. So he's 7 carries for 23 yards. We've got Halbrook for 2 carries, 31 yards and a touchdown. And we've got Wilkins, 3 carries for 16 yards for a total of 21 carries, 113 yards. Through the air, Bogus is 7 for 7. 123 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Hammonds on the double pass, which was a great play call by the offensive coordinator, had a 21-yard completion to Jarrell Dixon. On the receiving end, Hammonds has 3 catches, 69 yards, touchdown. Halbrook has 2 catches for 11 yards. Dixon has 2 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. And Bryce Franks has a catch, as we mentioned earlier, for 8 yards. And Bass, it's balanced. 113 yards rushing, 144 yards passing. Not really, I think, what I was expecting. Of course, Dan and I were talking on the way over. We were worried about the weather. We did not want the weather to have an effect on this game. And luckily for us, it hasn't. It's the only thing that's had an effect on this game is Trenton Peabody Golden Tide.
The one chance that Milan has in this game is if it comes the biggest of floods in the second half, and that's not going to happen.
It's not. And as we look at Milan, we've talked about Devontae Herring running for his life. He has 5 carries for minus 22 yards. Mayberry has 3 carries for -7 yards. We have Lambert, who has 4 carries for, he is in the positive column at 13 yards. And number 26, Williamson, who carried the ball on the 4th down for -1 yards. 0 for 3 passing for Heron. Total for Milan, -24 yards.
I think one thing that has to happen, because Frank, mine's not winning this football game. That's not going to happen.
No.
They can tell you what they want. We're going to tell you the truth. They're not winning this football game. But what they can do is go out there and don't just sit there and zone read it to death in the A gap and learn nothing about your team. Go down swing and find out who you are. If you play that half the way you do the second half, the way you did the first half, this team's going to go back home. They'll go back to the drawing board, but they're going to be answering a lot of questions and asking a lot of questions. What they got to do is go out there and show that they got some fight. Hey, there's nothing to lose at this point. If the game plan is exactly the same as it was in the first half, then it's going to get even worse than it is right now. I say you let it all hang out here because you got nothing to lose.
Exactly, and Bass, as we were talking before, this may be the most important half-game speech that Teddy Pettigrew's going to make, and this is game 1. You know, like you said,
you're going to lose your team in week 1.
You can't lose your team in week 1. This you can tell. Milan has some athletes. I think they've got to do, as you said, Bill, let it all hang out. Let's see what we're made of. This is going to be a character-building half for the Milan Bulldogs. If they respond and play halfway similar to what they've been predicted and been expected to play, okay, hey, we'll watch this one. It's not going to affect us. We can still go on. We can still win the 3A state championship. If they come out and play and have another half, like you said, like they had this first half, it may be a long season in Milan, Tennessee.
And that's not just in coffee shops and barber shops on Saturday morning. No. That's in that locker room. That's on that practice field, and that will start here in just a few minutes.
Absolutely.
So there he is, one half in the books. I mean, you're going to be doing Trent Peabody the rest of the year. I mean,
Man,
you'll
I'm
be pretty
excited.
happy about the product. Yeah, no question about it.
I am very excited to be here.
Well, speaking about happy products, how about the product to the left of us right here, Worthy Road Studios? Have you ever in your life? This is what we get all the time. And you just can't beat this.
You're a lucky man.
I mean,
you're a lucky man.
Well, Jackson Christian will be lucky because they're going to be going with Coach Joe Holloway and David Wade all year, and that is one phenomenal product that you get with Worthy Road Studio, Paul and Lawson. I got Johnny with you tonight. Is that right, Paul? Okay. I mean, Lawson, yeah, Johnny doing a lot of great work as well. All right, let's do this because Milan's coming back on the field. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. That's a 2-minute timeout, Cam. Come back and get you ready for third quarter action. Dan will rejoin Terry, and I will step out of the way and see you guys tomorrow morning on the 180 live from the all-new Carlock Nissan of Jackson. And don't forget, tomorrow night, and this is cool, and you've never seen anybody else doing this before, we've got Red Zone coverage. I'll be in the studio pre-gaming it at 6 o'clock. At 7, we've got 4 different games for you. We'll give you live look-ins and feeds, and we'll give you the feed through WNWS.com of JCS at FACS in Cordova, Crockett County at Dyer County, Henry County in Brownsville against Haywood County.
That should be a good one.
That one will be, no doubt about it. And South Gibson taking on the Lexington Tigers in Medina, Tennessee. And I'll do a post-game show and we'll wrap it up. That's all coming tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Well, we'll take this 2-minute timeout, come back, Dan and Terry with the second half on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM and WNWS.com.
Introducing the $1 concert deal.
Detroit! Good night, Detroit!
Or get a real deal at McDonald's. Introducing the buy one, get one for $1 deal. Buy one of your faves and pick another for just an extra $1. Choose from the Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder with cheese, or 10-piece chicken McNuggets. But you better stop by McDonald's today because this deal is only around for a limited time. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with any offers or combo meal.
West Tennessee Bone and Joint Clinic is proud to announce Dr. Jace Smith has joined their winning team. Dr. Smith grew up in Jackson, and after medical school, there was no other place he wanted to come back to than Jackson. Dr. Jace Smith is ecstatic about the opportunity to serve his local community and be close to friends and family. Since school started back and the sports season is in full gear, when you experience an injury, let West Tennessee Bone and Joint Clinic help you recover quickly. Visit their website, WTBJC.com. West Tennessee's most respected orthopedic practice, serving West Tennessee and keeping you healthy.
Old Town Spaghetti, all covered in cheese. I found my spaghetti and meatball on their lunch specialties. Right now at Old Town Spaghetti Store, come in and enjoy the spaghetti and meatball special with salad and bread for just $5.99, Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. Don't let this spaghetti and meatball special get away from you. Check out monthly and weekly specials on our Facebook page and OldTownSpaghettiStore.com. Old Town Spaghetti Store, 550 Carriage House Drive, Jackson.
Simmons Bank is a proud sponsor of high school football in West Tennessee. It takes a solid foundation to build a solid business, and nobody understands that better than Simmons Bank. Whether you need a startup capital, equipment loans, money for expansion, or deposit products, Simmons Bank has experienced bankers that will give you the time, accessibility, and service you desire. Come see us at any of our 24 locations throughout West Tennessee, or visit us online at simmonsbank.com. The Simmons Bank team is ready to help you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, subject to credit approval.
Hey, we've even got the Super Bowl. News Talk 101.5 FM.
35-7 here, the score at halftime. Dan Hughes back with you along with Terry Clement. Thanks to Seabass for the halftime thoughts. Always fun to listen to what he has to say. Both teams back on the field, getting their warm-ups. What was said at halftime in the locker room?
I think in the Peabody locker room, I think Shane Jacobs, as Seabass alluded to, really had to search for something to correct with his team. They had the one bad snap, and that's really about it. His message was, this is still a good football team we're playing. They still have athletes. They can still put points on the board. This game is not over. We still need to come out and finish strong. In the Milan locker room, Dan, I got to be honest with you, and just like I told Seabass, this may have been the most important halftime speech that Teddy Pettigrew is going to give his team. This is an important half of football for them, and you hate to say it could be a make or break half with it being the first game of the season, but it could be. If they come out and they have some character building and they get some things going and they might maybe get a little rhythm on offense. I mean, they're negative 24 yards in the first half. Then, okay, we're going to flush this. We'll go back to the drawing board. We'll go back to the practice field tomorrow, and we'll get better and get ready for next week. If they lay another egg like they did in the first half, you don't want to lose your team this early in the season.
No. Pretty good. And you were honest with me.
There you go.
Peabody will kick off to start the third quarter of play, leading 35-7. Kicking off for the Tide. Number 19, that is Isaiah Hicks. Here we go. Let's see what they come up with. A little squibber down the field. And it's taken at the traditional 31-yard line. And that's where Milan will take over first down and 10. On their own 31. That's the traditional spot, Terry.
It has been tonight. Dan Milan has got to do something to give Devontae Heron an opportunity to run the offense.
He's an athlete.
He is an athlete, but he's running for his life tonight.
From the 32-yard line, they split an end wide to the left side. They send two wide to the right. Heron at quarterback in the gun. On first and 10. Snap, look, rolls right side. Door's going to shut right now. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. It is second down and 10 from the 32.
Dan, I would really like to be able to tell you what kind of play that was, but Heron holds the ball out and fakes to no one.
There was nobody
there. And so he's running for his
illegal procedure. There was a flag on the play, and illegal procedure was the call, Terry, and it was declined by Peabody.
And I think that's a smart move. That's a smart move.
So they split the ends, wide to the right, wide to the left. Looks to the sideline for the play.
And Wilkins Jaquez Wilkins was in on that tackle for loss right there. Or tackle, I guess they gave him no gain.
No gain on the play. Snap, rolls, left side, looks, flip, goes to the left side, and he's tripped up. Flipped it out to Isaiah Pierce, and then he was shoestring down, and it's 3rd and 10.
Option play to the left. Jarrell Dixon comes from the linebacker spot, takes the pitch man, and trips him up for no gain.
Man, fun to watch.
Yes, he is.
3rd down and 10. Ball at the 32. Milan spending a lot of time looking at the sidelines to get a sign. Two to the right, one to the left. On 3rd and 10. He rolls to the right side, looks down the field, not close. Incomplete, 4th and 10 coming up.
That is not Devontae Heron's game. I'm sorry to say. I know he's a quarterback and he's got to throw the ball some. They pulled the guard on a little fake the give to the back going to the left and pulled the guard to the right and let Heron roll. That's not his game.
Hammond's back deep for Peabody as Burke going to punt it away, gets the punt away. Good one, down the field. Taken by Hammonds, fair catch call for it right at the 30-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 10, mark it at the 31. 1st down and 10 for Peabody on the 31-yard line. The Golden Tide leading 35-7.
36-yard punt right there.
1st and 10 from the 31. Timeout called or official? Must have a clock problem.
Yeah, they're looking back at the clock.
Why do you, when you have a clock problem, do you have a meeting?
That's a good question.
There's 5 officials. As Harry would say, nothing like fun at the old ballpark.
That's it. That's it. Dan, speaking
Maybe
of,
we got it going.
I hope we did. Speaking of the old ballpark tonight, Braves and the Marlins are tied 2-2 in the top of the 9th. The Rockies lead the Cardinals 2-0 with one out in the top of the 4th in St. Louis.
Oh, it's preliminary. That's how many runs we give the Rockies every time. There's a snap, a handoff. No, a keeper straight ahead. Bogus on the carry, gets it across the 35 up to about the 36-yard line. And it will be 2nd down and 5. Gain of 5 there for Bogus. Good fake. He faked it, ducked his head, and just kept going.
Yeah, run little fake the jet sweep right there and made the keep. And Atkinson on the tackle there for Milan.
2nd down and 5. Fakes the handoff. Fly man is open, and the pass is complete to number 7, Halbrook, at the 42-yard line, and that's should be. Yes, it is. 1st down, Tide at the 42-yard line. Peabody moving the football again.
Just a half roll, and Hammonds ran that out route again, got 6 right there. That's his 4th catch of the night for 75 yards, and Bogus continues his perfect night. He's 8 for 8.
Bogus brings his team to the line out of the gun. Looks, and a handoff goes to the left side. Got to get a number there, and that's Dixon on the carry up to about the 44. Pick up a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Power play right there, pulling to a backside guard and pulling Bryce Franks around, and a nice play by Kanan White right there to limit that play to 2 yards.
The discussion a while ago was the play clock over there.
Yeah.
It's not working
It's
at all.
not working.
So you do it the old way. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Man goes in motion to the right side. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Bogus goes straight ahead. Gets up to the 49. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 49. A lot of motion. Quarterback keeps. Ducks the head. Goes straight ahead. He's a gutsy little quarterback, isn't he?
He is, and he does such a really good job of making the read, whether to hand that ball to the jet sweep motion guy or keeping it himself, and he's really good at that.
3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Peabody very content to eat time. Bogus in the shotgun. There's the snap. Hands it off, straight ahead. Dixon, 1st down, tied to the 44-yard line. Inside Milan territory with 7:50 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Peabody went back to the heavy set. He followed Braxton Johnson and picked up 7 yards right there, and good enough for the 1st down. Tackled in the secondary by Williamson.
We're back here again next Friday night. Sheffield will be calling on Trenton Peabody. You can watch it and hear it on WNWX.com. There's the snap, and finally got it away. And a busted play and a loss on the play back to the 49. He lost 5 on that one. It'll be 2nd down and 15. That's just busted from the word go.
It was. Snap was high, and it kind of disrupted the timing. That's the thing about the read option. It's a timing play. You have to have a proper mesh, and anything can throw that mesh off. And right there was a high snap, and it threw the mesh off. And one of the positive plays of the night for the Milan defense.
2nd down, 15. Tight end goes in motion, goes to the left side, and a penalty marker down. That may cost Peabody another 5. Illegal procedure of the call. So they'll mark off 5 against Peabody. Back to the 46.
I missed it.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
It is 2nd down and 20.
They ran that set earlier in the 1st half where they started the tight end on the right side and moved him over to the left side. And this official over here threw the flag for some reason. We're going to have a timeout.
Now we're going to discuss it amongst the players and all the coaches. So they go out. Timeout. 5:52 remaining 3rd quarter. Peabody leading 35-7. Tennessee Tractor is your John Deere dealer for West Tennessee. Visit TennesseeTractor.com. Lonnie Cobb, Old Country Auto, winner of the Reader's Choice Award for Best Used Auto Dealer. OldCountryAuto.com. Airways Boulevard at 45 Bypass in Jackson. And Mitchell's Body Shop. Lifetime warranty on every car repair. Rental cars on site. 96 Riverport Drive in Jackson. Register for UT football tickets on Mitchell's Body Shop Facebook page. Best One Tire. Invite Best One Tire of Jackson and Brownsville to your next blowout. BestOneofJackson.com. Get it, Terry? Blowout.
I got that.
Sarah of Jackson, Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, Buick, Kia. One designation, so many choices. 189 Stonebridge. Visit sarahofjackson.com. Jackson State Community College. I'll tell you about them in a minute as Peabody throws it to the left side. Now they wheel around to the left wing. And making it up to about the 49. That is Halbrook. Caught it over on the right side, almost a lateral. And he wheels, well, it was because he wheeled back around this way and gets it to the 49 and 3rd down and 17.
They tried to run the up and throw it to Halbrook. They didn't make a play out there. Milan did a very good job of pursuit. He ran probably about 50 yards to gain 3 right there.
To the 49, Peabody with the football inside their territory. Out of the gun. Send a man in motion. That's Halbrook. Halbrook gets it on the way by and gets a first down close. Picked up about 16 yards, and he's going to be about 1.5 yards shy of the first down. Interesting call here. We got a player down on the field for Milan. He's going to get up in a second. The ball is back to the 37-yard line. It is 4th down and 4. 4th and 4 will be the call, with 4:45 remaining in the third quarter. Probably a cramp.
Probably. That's what it kind of looks like. They're trying to stretch out the young man's calf muscles. And, of course, the first weeks of the football season, these guys, they think they're drinking enough fluid and getting enough rest, and they're really not. And they get out there, and that was number 54 for Kalen Atkinson for Milan. And Dan, right here, 4th and 4, you're going to go for it. I mean, you're definitely out of field goal range. Punt's not going to do you any good. So if you keep this drive alive and take it in,
that's big.
That's huge, because that clock starts going.
It's 4th down and 4, ball at the 37-yard line.
Heavy set in.
They must get to the 34. There's a snap. Vargas looks, catches way in the middle. I think he got it.
I think he did too. He's going to get a good spot.
Ball at the 33, if that official is walking correctly. No signal yet. They look at the sticks on the far side.
They're going to measure.
It's close, but not that close. From here, it doesn't look that close.
No, it doesn't.
Let's see what we see here. Vargas ran the football.
He got a good spot.
I think he got it.
Yeah, he got a pretty good spot, because if you look right about the 35, his right knee goes down.
They stretch the chains, and it is
first down.
First down tied. First down tied from the 34-yard line by the length of a half a football.
Dan, that's impressive when you're sitting there at 2nd and 20 and you still convert. That's impressive.
I'm very impressed with a lot of things I've seen tonight. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right out of the gun. Here's Bauckham. There's a snap and a quick handoff. Picks up a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. And the ball's going to be at the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Mark it at the 32.
It's a read option right there. Dixon on the carry for a couple. He puts him up to 54 yards, and Kanan White on the tackle there for the Bulldogs.
This is what Coach Jacobs wants to happen here in the third quarter. They just controlled the whole third quarter. 2nd down and 8. Vargas out in the shotgun. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. He can fall straight back. Looks, little screen pass incomplete. Right through the wicket it went.
First incompletion of the night for Vargas, and probably the easiest throw of the night for him.
And that was set.
It was set.
Look at this on the replay. Had Dixon caught that, I don't know where they would have stomped him. Somewhere in Gibson County.
Somewhere.
It's 3rd down and 8. Ball at the 33, 3rd down 8.
We're going to have a timeout.
And a timeout's going to be called.
Somebody's not sure about what play we're running right here.
3:27 remaining in the third quarter, 35-7. And now I'll tell you about Jackson State Community College. Dual enrollment at Jackson State Community College is a great way to earn college credit while taking classes in high school. Visit jscc.edu or call 425-2601 for details. Victory Jackson North. Browse the pre-owned inventory at victoryjacksonnorth.com or see them at 531 Van Drive in Jackson. West Tennessee Bone and Joint, keep you active. Find out more at WTBJC.com or call 661-9825. Dermatology and skin cancer consultants, medical, surgery, cosmetics, location in Jackson and Humboldt. Learn more at dermandskincancer.com. dermandskincancer.com. They didn't have those when I quit.
No
.coms.
No .com.
3rd and 8. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun is Bogus. Dixon back there. He goes straight back, looks down the field, fires it. It is incomplete.
That was almost an incredible catch by Hammonds on the post route.
And the truth of the matter is, it was right on target.
It was, but I'm going to tell you something.
Watch this.
We got to give credit to the defensive back, number 5, Demarius Bates, for staying with it and ripping that ball away from Hammonds right there.
That was a great play by Bates.
We're going to go for it again.
It is 4th down and 8. Ball at the 32-yard line. And here comes Peabody. 3 to the left. 3 speedsters to the left. 1 to the right. There's the snap. Little screen pass. This time it's complete, and he fumbled the ball. And the ball scrambled for it, and let's see who's got it.
Milan's acting like they
Milan has the football on the fumble. The good call, but Franks was hit, coughed up the football, and the ball is at the 18-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs of Milan will take over with 3:12 remaining.
A screen pass right there, and you know the Franks catches and runs to about the 24, and then just a helmet on the football. And, that's one of those things that it was kind of like Dixon in the first half. The defense just put the helmet on the football and separated the football from the player.
Milan to the line. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Lone running back. Snap. Takes the hand off. He gets some pressure, rolls to the left, and is brought down close to the line of scrimmage. A lot of scrambling, but the defense of Peabody, everybody was covered.
Yeah, he's running for his life back there. You can see Braxton Johnson. There was a block in the back that they missed. Braxton Johnson gets in there early, and Dixon comes up and finishes him off, and it's going to be no gain.
Here's a snap. And a pass up the middle, and it's complete to number 5. That is Bates. That'll be enough for a Milan first down. We hadn't said that a whole lot tonight.
We have not. First completion of the night for Heron, and a nice catch by Bates. Pass was a little low and behind him, and he went down and caught it and made a nice move.
Ball at the 31, 1st and 10 for Milan. No huddle. Snap. Hands it off. Goes to the left side. Bumped once. Bumped twice. And gets by. And he's going to be finally brought down. That is Pearson. And he's finally brought down at the 39-yard line. Good pickup on the play. Good scrambling. 1:55 remaining in the third.
Now Dixon's down. Looks like he's starting to cramp up a little bit. Dixon had him in the backfield, and a nice job by Isaiah Pearson breaking that tackle.
It's 2nd down and 2. 150 remaining.
Dan, we may see a little more of this the rest of the way. These guys are, we're getting in the late third quarter, early fourth quarter, and it has really cooled off.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
But it feels good to us. But those guys are still hot, and they're still sweating, and they're still losing fluid. And it's hard if you're playing, especially if you're playing both ways like Dixon is. It's hard to keep your body hydrated enough early in the season like this, and that's what it looks like. That's what they're working on his right calf.
Those things hurt.
They do. Then while we've got a moment, I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine, Mr. Robin Summers, who is from over here in the Trenton area. He is recovering from some open heart surgery, and he texted us in a little bit a while ago and let us know he was listening, so I want to give a shout out to him tonight.
Very good. Hope he's doing well.
Seems to be.
From the 39-yard line, 2nd down and 2 for Milan, trailing here 35-7. Heron to the line, out of the gun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. He keeps. Slides straight ahead. Gets the first down at the 45. And that was Heron on the carry, and they go without the huddle.
3 positive plays in a row for Milan. First time we've had that all night.
1st down and 10. There's a snap and a gain of about a yard, and that's all. As they handed it off. Was that number 2 Mayberry on the carry?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
2nd down and 9. Snap. Hands it off to Mayberry again. He goes to the left side this time. Picks up maybe 3 to the 49-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 49 with less than a minute remaining in the third quarter of play. Peabody leading 35-7.
Keandre Woolfork slid down the line, did a great job sliding down the line, playing off blockers to bring Mayberry down right there.
There's a snap, drops, rolls right side, looks down the field. Long pass down the field. It's going to be complete. And then he is brought down at the 20. On the completion was Cameron Tharp. And he's at the 20-yard line. And I want to see where the foot was because it was close to the line.
He kept it in. It was
he was wide open. There's a snap and straight ahead and into the end zone. Touchdown. Heron on the keeper. Takes it into the end zone. Mark the time. 19 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And Peabody's lead cut to 35-13. Burke in to attempt the extra point.
Nice read by Heron. Dan, very, very impressive drive by the Milan Bulldogs, and they needed that right there.
Burke in to attempt the extra point. The ball is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. 35-14 the score. Peabody leads Milan. We're very close to the fourth quarter. MasterFit Medical Supply, a leading distributor of medical, surgical, and dental products to healthcare providers. Call 424-6383 and visit masterfit.net. Old Town Spaghetti Store. Try the spaghetti and meatball special, including salad and bread for just $5.99 every day, Monday through Friday. For lunch, 11 to 2, Carriage House Drive in Jackson. It's one of my favorite places.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Ed Norman, LA Realty, since 2000, and led by Ed Norman. For residential and commercial real estate in Trenton, call Ed Norman at 855-9899 or 571-7092. Anderson's Furniture and Floor Covering, where they can completely re-envision your home with trendy floors, furniture, and bedroom suites since 1951. 110 South High Street. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturday, 8 to 4:30.
76-yard drive right there for the Milan Bulldogs. draws them to within 3 scores with 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Dan, Milan is building a little character right here.
Yes, and they were going to have to come away with this thing, with something in their pocket, and they just did it. Very impressive drive. This is Burke. Will be kicking off for the Milan Bulldogs. Will Milan respond and continue to do? There's an end-over-end kick going to be taken at the 14. Fumbles the ball, picks it back up. This is number 7, Halbrook. And he gets out across the 25 to about the 28-yard line. That's what it looks like on the kickoff. And it'll be first down and 10.
Well, it's a good job by Halbrook keeping his composure. He lifts the ball, lost his concentration for just a second, and was able to pick it up and gain some positive yards.
He got the bounce.
He did get the bounce. Fisher Jones on the tackle for the Milan Bulldogs.
Ball at the 29. It's first down and 10 for Trenton Peabody. The Golden Tide leading here, 35-14. Wide right, wide left. There's the snap and a keeper. Straight ahead. Bogus goes out across the 35 up to about the 36-yard line. And gains 7. It's going to be second down and close to 3. And that is the end of the third quarter of play with the score. Peabody 35, Milan 14. You're listening to Peabody Football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
MasterFit Medical Supply is on a mission, and that mission is to supply everyone with premium medical equipment at savings you wouldn't find elsewhere. At MasterFit Medical Supply, we represent over 200 medical equipment and supply manufacturers and over 90,000 products, much of it in our warehouse right here in Jackson. Defibrillators, monitors, EKGs, pumps, sensors, and more. So when you need more affordable medical supplies, call MasterFit Medical Supply at 554-1223.
Hi, this is Dan Reeves for Speed Mart in Trenton. Quote, I will not buy gas anywhere else. The prices are fair and the staff is friendly and helpful. I always leave with a smile. Close quote. When you treat people right, people treat you right. Speed Mart in Trenton is all about the people of Trenton. Quote, great place, great people, great selection. I love to shop there. Close quote. Speed Mart in Trenton, gas station, convenience store, lottery, gas and diesel, hot coffee, cold drinks and snacks, public restrooms, and we cash checks. Speed Mart, 2001 Highway 45 Bypass, Trenton. Speed Mart in Trenton, open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Did you say football? High school game of the week, the SEC championship, and the NFL on Monday nights. News Talk 101.5 FM. 101.5 FM.
Peabody out of the shotgun, and a handoff goes straight ahead. Fighting. A couple of yards. Let's see where they mark it. I think it's going to be shy of the first down by about a half a yard. Ball's right at the 39. Nope, they give it to him. First down, Tide.
Then that was Vaughn on the carry. Daquan Vaughn, that's his first carry of the night. Good enough for the first down.
Bogus out of the gun, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. We're in the fourth quarter. And Bogus going to go straight ahead. And gets up to about the 46-yard line. He picked up 7 yards there. Do you know how many yards he's got rushing?
He has, that was his 12th carry, and that's going to put him up to 51 yards.
Second down and 3. 11 minutes remaining in the ball game. Second and 3, ball at the 46. Tied to the line. Timeout's going to be called. Timeout called by Peabody. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Peabody Football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
4 full-time pharmacists, emergency prescription service, and free delivery for those in need. Duncan's Express Pharmacy. Our mission is to provide the very best prescription service at the most reasonable price. And now it's easier than ever to refill with our free app. Log on to DuncansRxTrenton.com and download our free app and refill 24/7. Set reminders, save on medications, and access your account. Duncan's Express Pharmacy, 2017 South College Street, Suite B, Trenton. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 to 1 on Saturday. Follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Duncan's Express Pharmacy.
Jackson's News Talk leader. Jackson's News Talk leader. News Talk 101.5 FM.
10:53 remaining in the ball game. Peabody with the football and the lead, 35-14 over Milan. Out of the gun. There's a snap, fakes the handoff. Bogus keeps, and this time he gets hit behind the line and a loss on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up. Ball back to the 44.
Yeah, Dan, you know, as much as we bragged on Bogus tonight, that was probably one he should have handed off. And, you know, it may have been a read, it may have been a design, but Milan did a really good job on that play. Daniel Coleman in on the first tip for the Bulldogs.
It is 3rd down and 5 from the 44. Out of the shotgun, Bogus again moving the football, gets it out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 3 yards coming up. 10 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, Peabody went back to the heavy package, and just to keep her by Bogus, and Seth Robertson came up and met him in the hole and limited that play to 2 yards.
Peabody goes for it, and a timeout going to be called here by Milan. We'll take the timeout too. 1 minute break. Peabody football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Eric Allen, your Trenton Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Eric Allen is a proud sponsor of Trenton Peabody Sports on News Talk 101.5 FM. For all your investment needs, call 855-9173 or stop by the office at 107 North Court Square in Trenton. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Phelan Estes Insurance is an independent agency serving clients in Tennessee. The agency offers prompt professional service for auto, home, business, and life insurance coverage to its customers' needs. We're a part of the local community. Phelan Estes Insurance Agency offers auto, leisure, homeowners, business, renters, life insurance, and more. Get in touch with our friendly staff today at Phelan Estes Insurance Agency, 118 East Eaton Street, Trenton. Get a quote today by calling 855-2813. That's 855-2813 for your trusted hometown insurance agency, Phelan Estes Insurance in Trenton. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 p.m.
First in news, sports, and weather. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Bogus keeps and goes straight ahead and gets the first down. First down tied from the 49-yard line. It's 1st and 10 with 9.5 remaining in the ball game.
And Trenton went back to the heavy package and just followed Franks up through the hole and you know, just controlled the line of scrimmage right there.
That may be all you're going to see the rest of the way here by Peabody.
Pretty good possibility.
Out of the gun, Bogus. He's going to keep again. Just drive straight ahead. And to the 47-yard line. And a pickup of about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
As you said, Bogus goes to the right side, and he follows London Burkett through the hole, who's fresh into the football game, gains a couple yards. Daniel Coleman on the play.
Did you see the face mask?
I did.
They did too. I even saw it again on the replay. Out of the shotgun. 3rd down and 8. There's the snap. Bogus again straight ahead. Out across the 45 down to about the 44-yard line. It'll be third down. Let's call it 5. Third down and about 5. 8:15 remaining. Peabody leading 35-14.
16 rushes, 59 yards for Bogus. And Dan, as you said, we're seeing a lot of this heavy formation, just lead plays and isolation plays, and Robertson came up and delivered the blow right there for Milan.
Third down and 5. Bogus. This time he hands it off, and they roll to the right side, get to about the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
He actually gave the ball to Burkett or Burkett, not sure about the pronunciation, and he got a couple of yards, and he got him close to 4th and 3. I'm going to bet number 3.
7.5 remaining. Do what?
I'm going to bet number 3 runs this ball.
Bogus on 4th down and 3. Milan 4 down front. There's a snap. You're right. Bogus straight ahead.
He didn't make it, Dan.
He didn't make it. Made it to about the 40. And the Bulldogs of Milan defense did the job that time. They stopped. But Peabody did exactly what Coach Shane Jacobs wanted. He wanted about 4 or 5 minutes eat up.
They did. And you know, if you're a Trenton Peabody Golden Tide fan, you know, you might think, you know, we need to keep scoring, we need to keep scoring, we need to keep scoring. No, we need that clock to run.
That's true.
And that's what's happening.
And Milan over in the huddle will take over first down and 10 on their own 40-yard line with 7:12 remaining in the ball game.
Dan, it'll be interesting to see on this drive. The only 2 times that Milan has put the ball in the end zone tonight have been after turnovers. They have not been able to start a drive on their own and then drive the ball down and score. We'll see how this one goes.
Heron out of the gun. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Man goes in motion right side, fakes the handoff. He keeps. Heron is going to be smothered under. Picked up a yard. Give him credit for a yard on the play. It'll be second down and 9 with 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Peabody leading 35-14.
Braxton Johnson in on the play right there again for the Tide. Heron has 10 carries for 6 yards in the contest tonight.
He's an athlete. You'll hear more from him later. And he's going to throw, looks for a receiver downfield. Everybody covered, and he keeps and runs with it.
And the ball came out.
And it went right back into his hands. And it's going to be third down and about 4. They go without the huddle. Got a player down, another cramp at the 6:14 mark in the ball game.
I think that's Dixon again.
Number 4?
Yeah, it is. It's Dixon again. Looking a little more this time, maybe in the hamstring area instead of the calf area for him.
That gets...
Dan, tomorrow night, WNWS is going to have wrap-around or whip-around coverage, red zone coverage. I believe Seabass called it, of 4 different football games going on tomorrow night. Crockett County at Dyer County, Jackson Christian at FACS, a big one over in Brownsville, Tennessee. Henry County travels over to Haywood, and then down in Medina, the Lexington Big Red Tigers travel over to face South Gibson and Scott Stidham's team tomorrow night.
Here we go with 6:12 remaining. Milan, quick handoff, goes to the left side, and he got the first down right at the 50-yard line. They're going to put it into Peabody territory, move the sticks, and that's a first down for the Bulldogs. Just inside Peabody territory, call it the 49-yard line with 5:57 remaining. This is amazing what WNWS is doing here. I've been in broadcasting a long time. I've never seen anything like it. And a lateral pass back there, and it's dropped, and then they fall on it. Or did they call that an incomplete pass?
They called it an incomplete pass, but you're right, Dan. That pass was backwards. You'll see on the replay that Heron threw this ball backwards. I don't think he meant to. I think it slipped out of his hand a little bit, but it did, in fact, go backwards.
Wide right, wide left. Handoff goes straight, and they pick up a yard, and that's it. A lot of hitting going on down there. To the 48-yard line, pick up a yard, 3rd down 9.
Rafe Hanna, Vandiver, and number 9, Alan Jones, all in on the tackle right there.
3rd down and 9 from the 48. Out of the gun. They split 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. There's a snap, goes right side, penalty marker down.
We're going to have an illegal snap. Sorry, it's going to be an illegal snap. The center attempted to snap the ball, and he dropped the ball came out of his hand, and then he batted the ball back, and that's going to be an illegal snap on the center.
That's a 5-yard penalty, and mark it back to the Milan 47-yard line. That's exactly what happened, Terry.
Yeah, and really, that's a good play. That's a pretty headsy play by Grant Ricketts. The center. That's kind of an all or none play. He's going to swing at it. If he hits it, it may be good. If he doesn't, it's not going to be good.
Out of the gun, Heron. 3 wide to the left side. 1 to the right. He rolls, looks to the right, now goes left with it. Looks down the field. Pass down the field is complete. Hit once, brought down immediately. On the reception was Tharp. And the ball at the 33-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs of Milan. Clock stops, 4:54 remaining in the game. No huddle. Milan to the line of scrimmage quickly. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Snap. Little pass to the right side. It's complete. Across the 30 to the 25. And then brought down close to the 20-yard line. That'll be another 1st down for the Bulldogs. On the reception was Bates.
Yeah, Milan's gotten into a rhythm the last couple of times that they've had the football, and I know Coach Pettigrew is glad to see that.
4:36 remaining in the game. 2 wide to the right. Quick handoff, straight ahead. Good yardage. Down to about the 8-yard line. I think that was Williamson on the carry. And the ball's down at the 9.
It was Williamson. And then this is the Milan offense that we had expected to see coming into the game tonight.
Trenton fans are glad it's late in the 4th quarter. There's a snap. Handoff goes to the left side. Getting some pressure and a penalty marker down at the 13. And he's forced out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Let's see what the marker is.
Then you may see something that's not called very often right here. You may see an offensive face mask called on Williamson because he reached out and grabbed the face mask in an attempt to stiff arm Vandiver, but he actually pulled down on him.
You're right. Personal foul face mask against Milan.
You see it right here again on the replay. You see when Williamson starts to turn the corner, Vandiver's got the angle on him right there. And
right
when
there
he pushes down right there, great job by our video guys. He pushes down on him right there. That is by rule of face mask against the offense.
How many times you seen that call?
Yeah, not very often. You'll see it.
Good job by the officials.
Absolutely. And it happens a whole lot more than it gets called.
Very good job by the officials here tonight. They bring the ball back to the 27-yard line. It will be 1st down and goal from the 27-yard line.
Now, they marked that from the spot.
Right, 13.
Yeah. I don't know that's – I'm not going to say anything because I don't know.
That's the new math.
That is.
There's a handoff, goes to the left side and forced out of bounds. No, a handoff. That's Heron. Heron with the run. And he's forced out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Stops the clock with 3:56 remaining. Trenton Peabody's going to go home with a victory here tonight. And they are as good as they say they are.
They are. They are. You know, people can say what they want to about the second half. It's 35-7 at the half. You lose focus. These are 16, 17, 18-year-old kids.
Delayed handoff, and Peabody was waiting for them. Mayberry on the carry, and he took a step, and there was a wall.
Yeah, Connor Gatlin met him behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 19-yard line, and Milan calls a timeout. 3:38 remaining in the ball game. Peabody leading 35-14. Back in 1 minute. Peabody football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Go Tide from Dynamics Physical Therapy and Fitness in Trenton. At Dynamics, our mission is to be the bright spot in our customers' day while pursuing excellence in healthcare and service. We can help you with physical therapy treatment programs for things like post-surgical rehab, rotator cuff dysfunction, TMJ dysfunction, joint and back neck pains. We specialize in sports medicine for on-site medical coverage for sporting events, comprehensive injury management, communication with athletes and parents, coaches and physicians, as well as 24-hour on-call access to professional staff. We have a 24-hour full-service health clubs specializing in group fitness classes, cutting-edge equipment, and training advice. Dynamics also provides free injury assessments, complimentary injury and pain screenings, providing treatment options and care coordination as well. And evaluations are done by licensed provider. Dynamics Physical Therapy and Fitness, 126 Davy Crockett Mall. Call 855-2221 for Dynamics Physical Therapy and Fitness.
Keeping you informed, alerted, and entertained. We're Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 FM.
Trenton Peabody with a football, 3rd down and goal from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, there's the snap, drops straight back, looks, getting some pressure, rolls to the left side, he's sacked, back to the 21. Heron sacked, nobody to go to.
Braxton Johnson and Rafe Hanna came one from one side, one from the other, and they just met in the middle.
Milan has 4th down and goal from the 21-yard line, clock running. Everybody looking at the sideline.
Bates and Tharp on that last one, Dan, they tried to run a slant and go route, and Hallbrook and Hammonds weren't biting. They stayed right with them.
Play decided on, and there's a snap and rolls to the right side. Down the field, intercepted. Down the floor, down the field we go. On the interception is number 14 out across the 50. That is Vandiver. You just mentioned his name. He gets across the 50 to the 45. Peabody has the football on the Milan 45-yard line.
Dan, great break by Carson Vandiver on that pass. He read it all the way. He baited Heron into that throw. If you watch the replay, he just comes from behind. They were trying to hit Bates, and then Vandiver shows a little speed going down the sideline, and I'm afraid he came limping off. I think he may have rolled his ankle right there at the end, but I think he's not feeling any pain right now.
He's not feeling any pain at all. A lot of substitutions in for Trenton Peabody. They're going with the package, the tank package. Let's call it that. Snap, handoff, straight ahead. Maybe a yard. There's Bogus on the carry for a yard to the 45. 2.5 remaining in the ball game. Peabody leading 35-14 over Milan.
18 carries, 62 yards for Cooper Bogus tonight. You know, he's 10 of 12 for 140 yards, a couple of touchdowns. He's had a nice night. Nice way to start the 2019 season.
Give him a Seabass Award for the night.
Absolutely, I'm all for it.
2nd down and 9. Straight ahead football. Bogus again to the 42. It'll be third down. The 42-yard line. Third down and about 6. Well, number 3 carried again with 1:30 remaining.
I'd say yes.
Peabody going to win number 1 against a very good Milan athletic team. Long count by Bogus. Takes the snap, rolls with it. Goes straight ahead and dives forward to about the 39. And that's going to be fourth down. Fourth down and about 3. 50 seconds remaining in the ball game. This is where you like that play clock.
That's exactly where you like that play clock.
It's not showing. Fourth down and about 3 yards to go. The long line is over there going the opposite way as they were before 7 o'clock.
It sure is. And this is another thing that where Bogus is showing his football IQ. He knows where and when to snap that football.
Bogus straight ahead, and he picks up some pretty good yardage to the 31-yard line, and that'll be 1st and 10. And that may be the last play of this game. And Trenton Peabody's going home with a Golden Tide victory. 35-14. That's your final score right now as Peabody defeats Milan 35-14. We'll take a 2-minute break and we'll be back with more here from Trenton Peabody High School. This is Peabody Football on News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com.
Roll Tide from Griffin Automotive in Trenton. We specialize in transmission work and diagnostics. Brian Griffin has 30 years of experience repairing transmissions, electrical problems, wiring issues, air conditioning.
Take that 4 minutes.
Strut, oil changes, front and rear differential, and 4-wheel drive service and repair. Griffin Automotive also has tires for your vehicle. Griffin Automotive can fix anything but a broken heart. Trenton has trusted Griffin Automotive since 1998. Griffin Automotive, 403 East Eaton Street in Trenton. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 855-0558. That's 855-0558.
Eddie and Clint Sturgeon at Eddie's Pharmacy say Roll Tide. Eddie's Pharmacy offers free delivery and 24-hour emergency service. Eddie's Pharmacy is a Health Mart pharmacy. We have 2 drive-through windows for your convenience. Hey, flu season begins in the fall and peaks over the winter. Don't wait till it's too late. Get your flu shot at Eddie's. Plus, Eddie's Pharmacy offers vaccinations. B12 shots for a burst of energy. And if you have medications that require injection, we'll be happy to take care of that. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. Saturday, 8 to 2. Plus 24-hour emergency service. Eddie's Pharmacy, 114 Davy Crockett Shopping Center, Trenton.
Legal problems don't always arise Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. When you need an attorney, you need them now. This is Bradley Owens of Hardy Martin & Owens Law Firm. Add my cell number to your contacts. 234-2400. That's 234-2400. At Hardy Martin & Owens, we handle all types of legal problems, including personal injury, workers' compensation, divorce and family law, estates, and criminal defense. With offices in Jackson and Trenton, let Hardy Martin & Owens handle all your legal needs. 424-2151 or on my cell, 234-2400.
Tipping the scales in your favor.
If you're hurt or sick, visit us at Christian Family Medicine. We provide acute and primary care for your whole family. You'll avoid the long waits and expense at the emergency room. We welcome patients of all income levels, including those on TennCare.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Jennings, a nurse practitioner at Christian Family Medicine. The next time you need medical care, visit us at one of our 8 locations: Trenton, Ripley, Bolivar, Covington, Henderson, Parsons, Martin, and McKenzie.
Walk-ins welcome. Extended hours. To learn more, go to ChristianFamilyMed.com.
Families turn to Christian Family Medicine for their everyday medical needs. Vaccines for children, sports physicals for teenagers, or an annual exam for mom, we're here for you. We welcome patients of all income levels, including those on TennCare. Hi, I'm Drew Brown, a physician assistant at Christian Family Medicine. The next time you need medical care, visit us at one of our 8 locations: Trenton, Ripley, Bolivar, Covington, Henderson, Parsons, Martin, and McKenzie. Walk-ins welcome, extended hours. Learn more at ChristianFamilyMed.com. That's ChristianFamilyMed.com.
Whether it's tires, batteries, oil changes, brakes, or alignments, Gibson County Farmers Co-op Car Care Center, located in your hometown-friendly co-op in Trenton, has you covered. While we're taking care of your ride, you can shop inside at Gibson Farmers Co-op for all your steel products and Carhartt work apparel. When it comes to comforts of home, we have a large and unique selection of home decor. Make tracks for Trenton, Tennessee, and your friendly hometown Gibson Farmers Co-op. It's where we have something for the entire family.
Is something missing in your life? Do you seek purpose? Are you hungry? Reach for a classic. A Sonic Aura Classic with a juicy quarter-pound double cheeseburger and crispy tots for $2.99. You'll feel reinvigorated.
Hold up, it's only $2.99?
Hey, what happened to the Echo?
Oh, now you miss me.
Try the Sonic Car Hop Classique today for $2.99. Now with a 6-inch Philly cheesesteak. Tax not included. See menu for details. For a limited time only. Participating Sonic drive-ins.
Sonic.
At King Jewelers, we have over a quarter century of serving Jackson and West Tennessee with its jewelry needs. At King Jewelers, service is our watchword. We pride ourselves in timely, efficient, and quality service with a smile. So if it's diamonds, rings, watches, jewelry repair, and more, let King Jewelers at 16B Conrad Drive in Jackson serve you today. You can also give us a call at 664-8188. King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive in Jackson.
Monday Night Football, the NFL, only on News Talk 101.5 FM.
Well, the tide of Trenton Peabody did some rolling here tonight as they defeated the Bulldogs of Milan by the final score of 35-14. It was a first half offensive clinic by Trenton Peabody.
It really was, Dan. You know, 5 scoring drives in the first half. You know, it didn't take them very long. 5 plays, 66-yard opening drive, 46 yards Bogus to Hammonds, and then you had a Bogus 6-yard run, Hal Brooks on a 26-yard run. Bogus on a 43-yard pass to Dixon on a screen pass, and then Dixon with a 1-yard run. And, you know, they looked really, really good, really crisp. Shane Jacobs got to be really happy with the first half. Second half, like we talked about, you know, the intensity probably wasn't quite as much when you're up 35-7. You feel very confident about that your opponent is not going to be able to come back. Milan was able to put another score on the board to match their one that they got in the first half, and 35-14 is your final.
And it's on to next week. This one's over. They'll celebrate tonight, but I guarantee you in the morning it'll change to Sheffield, and that's where the focus is going to be.
And Sheffield, Dan, you know, is one of those inner city Memphis teams that they're going to be very, very athletic. They're not going to be very disciplined. Trenton Peabody is probably going to be a 4 or 5 touchdown favorite. But Sheffield can always be a scary team. I remember when I was coaching at Lexington, they came in, and, man, they were really, really good, and they beat us. And I'm sure Shane Jacobs is, you know, like you said, going to let his kids celebrate tonight, and you know, they'll have fun at school tomorrow. But his focus, I guarantee you here, probably within the next 60 minutes, is going to turn to Sheffield, and he should. You know, and because as a coach, that's part of his responsibility is to keep his kids focused and to get ready to play the next game, regardless of who your opponent is.
To Trenton, to the fans, I hope you know what you've got here. You've got a heck of a football team. It's one of the best I've seen. And I hope that you've been making your plans to be here in person next Friday night as Sheffield comes calling here at Trenton Peabody. Again, the final score, Trenton Peabody 35, the Milan Bulldogs 14. For Terry Clement, I'm Dan Hughes. Have a great rest of the evening, everybody.